Hello, my dear Pisces, and welcome to your reading for the month of May. The first thing I want to do is I want to check what kind of theme is going to come up in May for Pisces. Spirit, please, what kind of themes are in play in the month of May for Pisces? So we already know May is a number 5 month, and the number 5 is the number of change. And the other piles, or the other, these two. The other readings that I've done for the other zodiac signs so far, they've all been very, very challenging energies, but transformative energies. And I think that that's something that we're all heading to in the we're all heading towards in the month of May. So first off, a theme: permanence. So you're either going to be accomplishing something that you've been putting on the back burner that was important to you, but you never really had the time to do it, and you decide to focus on this and finish this. This is a vibe I'm getting from this card for some of you. And the other theme we have for the month of May, we have reflect. So yeah, these two can definitely go along. The idea that I got from this one, permanence and reflect. You have to reflect on how you want this thing to become permanent. And this could also indicate like a relationship that's matured, that's changed, that's evolved into something deeper. So there may be, I don't generally do love readings, but there might be some interesting love interests coming in for you, Pisces. Okay, so I want to take a look at what energies you can expect for the month of May for Pisces. This guy for sure. Month of May for Pisces. Oh, okay, 2 more. What energies are coming up in the month of May for Pisces? Energies in the month of May. And no, this guy. Okay, let's take a look at this. So, energies to expect for the month of May. We have the 9 of Pentacles. So yeah, sleeping on the hard work that you've done. This goes back to the energy I picked up with permanence. But you know, the 9 is not the end. 10 is the end. So there's still some work to be done. But you might have pushed it aside because it's good enough. You know, it's finished enough. It's I've gotten far enough with it. But you're going to feel the need, whatever this project is, however it shows up for you, it's something that's been long-term, something that you've worked on for a long time now. And like, it's always been like, okay, add a coin here, add a coin there, add a coin, add a coin, add a coin. I'm tired. I'm not going to add coins anymore. I'm sick of putting coins. Okay, now I want to put just one more. Yeah, I'm kind of still sick of it, but like I also wanted to finish. Okay, let's put another one. It's like, it's been like a long struggle to just get it over with. But May is the month in which you are meant to finish this project. So if you've been held up before, or you've been feeling like things are just getting in the way of you doing this project, this is the universe, that was the universe asking you to slow down, because the energy of completion that you're looking for could only be found in this month of May. So now you should have all those barriers removed so that you can focus entirely on this project. Because yeah, it feels like you've been sleeping on it for a while now. Maybe you didn't know how to finish it. Maybe you didn't know like what this 10th coin was going to look like, or where it was going to fit in the picture. You are going to get your answers for this project in the month of May for sure, Pisces. All right, next we have the 10 of Swords. Yeah, heavy burdens. Again, I feel like this is complementary to this energy. It's all about this project. Like I said, you feel tired, you feel worn down, you feel like you've been at this forever and you're just tired of it, and you want to be able to change up your focus, your energy. But you know, 9 to 10, so this needs to be completed before you can move out of this energy. Probably that by completing this project, you're going to be liberating yourself from something that's been keeping you down, or maybe like you didn't believe you could finish it, but finishing it will be like a super boost in your confidence and in whatever you're going to be tackling next. But there is a need for you to finish this project and not just put it aside. And when I say project, yeah, it could be something you're doing, or it could also be like inner work. It could be you've tried to heal like your solar plexus or your sacral chakra, and then you ended up being like, no, this is too difficult. I don't want to take these next steps. However it shows up in your personal life, this project, it could, like I said, it doesn't have to be like building something or writing something or painting something. It can also be like less artistic. It can be more theoretical. It could be like a school project. I don't know. I think school finishes in the next month or early June. I think I haven't been in school in a long time. So maybe this is also like an ambition. Maybe you've been waiting for the right opportunity to start a new career or to start a new path. So you've still been building a foundation, but you haven't found like the perfect opportunity to just jump in yet. So this is coming, whatever this is for you, Pisces. This is good news. This is a good energy to be in for the month of May. It's going to be productive. You're going to feel like you're on fire, like you just want to keep going and keep rolling with it. It's like every little thing that you'll be doing is just going to be an encouragement. It's going to be like, oh, it makes me feel good. I want to do more. And then like you're just going to keep snowballing that energy and that into that idea and keep working on it on your own, even if it's hard to start back up, if you're resisting it a lot, the moment that you do, it's just going to get the ball rolling. And it might be slow at first, but the more you allow it to roll and the more you give it like energy, the faster it's going to go and the faster it's going to develop into like the end product. But yeah, it's going to take time, energy, and consistency is what I'm hearing. We have the Page of Swords. Yeah, embark on this new adventure. I feel like your mind is probably your biggest, I was gonna say like you're the one against you, but the word I keep hearing is ally. So maybe your mind is going to be your greatest ally in figuring out the kinks on how to, maybe the subtle details that you're not necessarily prone to noticing. Maybe your mind will be pushing you to notice those details. I'm also noticing like an eye here. So I feel like you're going to see things you're not necessarily used to seeing, or you're going to notice details that have escaped you or eluded you because you weren't meant to finish this project like already. You're meant to do it in the month of May because this is the month of change. And I don't know about you, but April was very, I was on my ass often. Like I was just thrown so many curveballs of like, we're gonna destroy everything you think you know and rebuild everything from the ground up. And it's just put me on my ass so much the last month. And I feel like maybe this is something you've experienced too, and it's just been very discouraging for you because you're like, I'm trying to get to this goddamn final end point, this end goal, like the finish line, and every time I try, you push me back down. What is going on? So April might have been a month for you that's just been throwing you around a little bit and just fucking with your mind is what I'm getting. Like I'm getting this energy of like, well, I've been feeling like I had to do this and now I'm doing this. And the more I do this, the more you keep me from doing it, the more you throw things in my way that I really don't want and need. And like, what is going on? So maybe some energies needed to shift. Maybe your perspective needed to shift before you could be able to really focus on finishing it the right way, if you will. The way it was meant to be finished. All right, what other energy to expect? We have Judgment. So for me, I feel like because of this theme, this is completion for you. Like Judgment is usually a card I see like there's a doorway and you leave the old behind to step into the new. This is exactly the energy I've been picking up on. Yeah, like I feel like you're moving into your golden days, like your golden light, like your all the struggles and everything is going to be shed with the month of April. And as we're as we're stepping into the energy of May, it becomes magical for you. Definitely transformative. Whatever this project is for you, personal or external, internal or external is what I should have said, not personal. Of course it's going to be personal. But yeah, if you keep at it and you don't let your discouragement get the better of you, you are going to transform and move forward and finish this, whatever it is. Like even if you don't put your focus there, I feel like the month of May is going to be kind of like April, where you were like tossed everywhere, but May is going to be like, no, this is exactly where you're meant to go. So whenever you try to deviate, you're going to be pushed back into like the central path. if that imagery makes sense for you. So I want to take a look at what potential challenges are you going to be facing in the month of May? Potential challenges for Pisces in the month of May. I just saw in my mind like the puzzle, putting in the last piece of the puzzle. So like definitely an energy of completion for you in the month of May with this project. So I'm getting this. I want to see if there's another. Yeah, I thought so too. Okay. And this one too. Let's see. All right. What potential challenges is Pisces going to be facing? We have fragment. Right as I talk about the last piece of the puzzle. You might have difficulty finding this last piece to begin with. I feel like the first half of the month of May is going to be still kind of like, maybe not the first half, the first week or the first quarter or the first third of the month is still going to be you transitioning from the energy of the month of April into the new energy of the month of May. So it might take a while for you to find this last final piece of the puzzle to put in, is what I'm getting from fragment. And for those of you for who it's not an external project, it's an internal project. I feel like there might be like some soul retrieval that needs to be done. Like you need to reconnect with yourself somehow, or to find a missing piece of yourself that you might not even know is missing. 1 + 5 is 6, comes down to 6 is the number of unconditional love. I feel like for those of you whose project is going to be internal, I feel like you're going to need to be soft with yourself. You need to allow your feminine energy, regardless of your gender. Everyone has feminine and masculine energy. Feminine is the one who attracts and supports, and masculine is the one that drives and provides. So in your case, you're going to need to be in your feminine energy to bring back to you the essence of your soul that's missing. That might sound intense, the essence of your soul that's missing. There is such a thing as soul retrieval. So there's a part of you that's missing, that's just floating around somewhere else out of your awareness, that's going to need to be reintegrated for you in the month of May. This may come as a surprise. It might come as like just a slap in the face and boom, it's done. Or you're going to need to follow the path and find yourself at the end of that path. Interesting energies for you, Pisces. I feel like you're probably an innovator or a builder, or like someone who thinks differently, someone who operates like, probably you're a small business owner. I don't know how small, but you know, like you're your own boss or something. Very determined, very driven. Okay, what other challenge? We have strength. Yeah, exactly. Like I said earlier, like this has been a long-term process and it's been wearing you down. So your strength is definitely going to be your challenge in the month of May, in getting yourself back up and trusting the guidance that you have been trusting, that you felt has led you astray in the month of April. But the truth is, whenever you encountered a block, it was to help you shift your own energy. So don't take those blockages and those challenges that you've faced in the month of April, or even sooner than, or like before that. Don't let those bog you down, because they're always redirection, right? There's this saying where rejection is the universe's protection or something like that. It's the universe's redirection. I'm not sure. Anyways, but that's the point. Like, even if you face those challenges, they were there for a reason, to either help you see something differently or to experience something you maybe haven't experienced before. Maybe just to shift your perspective even. So the clue I'm getting from this card as a challenge is to not let those things bog you down. Allow them to help nurture you and to help you grow into this strong, imposing tree, instead of rattling you and making your foundation not solid. Make sure it is solid, because 4 is the number of firm, solid foundations, strong foundations. And April is the number 4 month. So usually the themes there are revolve around building a stronger foundation in our lives. Interesting. And this comes down to a number 8, which to me is like the number of the universe itself, because it is infinite, right? I don't know why I was called to just tell you to notice the 8, but 8, 9, 10 maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure. But probably this meant something for you that I just don't know because I'm not in your head. Anyways, for some of you at least. Another challenge, we have oath. Okay, so in the same vein, probably you've told yourself, like, I need to finish this no matter what, or maybe you've made an oath to someone else that might be pulling you away from this project. I'm getting variations here. So however it applies to your situation, because it comes up as a challenge, maybe this isn't something you need to put your attention on right now. Maybe this is something that could wait, or that's just going to be a distraction if you focus on it now. So whatever the case, if you need to tell people to F off, like, do it. You need to be focusing on yourself and your own projects right now. This needs to be completed, whatever this is. So even if you've given your word to do certain things with other people's at this moment, this may be an indicator that your energy will be better spent elsewhere. Because I'm so drawn to the claw here, like this paw clawing into the skin. It seems like it's obviously it's a tattoo, right? But like it seems like the claw is digging into this wound. I feel like if you don't keep your energy close to you, you don't keep it for yourself, people are going to claw at you to get at your energy. And this is going to be a challenge because these might be people you love, who probably just want what is best for you, but at the end of the day, you are the only person who knows what is best for you. Don't let other people dictate how you want to live your life or what you should be focusing on. So maybe you're going to have a lot of people trying to pull at your energy this month, and you're going to have to be the one to say no and place firm boundaries around you to be like, this is where I am spending my energy and my time, and I can't afford distractions right now. This is about standing your ground when people come knocking. Because I feel like this is probably something you've kept secret that people don't really know about, but you've been working at it for a long time. And like I said, this needs to be completed. I'm really getting a pull here from the universe to repeat this message. Don't give up. Whatever hard situations have happened for you, they've happened for a reason. And don't let them get in the way of you, of your way, of you moving forward. But definitely energies that are going to try to get your time and your energy and your essence away from you. And you need to be strong enough. You need to be strong enough to say, no, I'm not spending my energy here. I'm spending it there. And just being firm with yourself about this. Respecting yourself enough to be like, no, I need to focus on this. Distractions are not welcome at this present moment. All right. So next I want to take a look at what surfacing wounds. What wounds can be surfacing for Pisces in the month of May? What wounds could be surfacing for Pisces in the month of May? Yeah, okay. I feel like there's one more. Okay, there we go. Didn't want to be left behind. And this one too. All right, you're going to be wounded this month, Pisces. But again, these are all potential energies, right? Some of you might resonate with only 2 of them or 3 of them or only one of them. Keep what resonates, but also keep in mind whatever else is said, because you may not believe that this is coming for you, but it could be, or it could show up in a way that surprises you, where you might not have expected it, but it might show up anyways. So the first one would be a wound around discipline, of course. You know, of pushing yourself to finish this project for your own sake, not for external validation or not for any other external reasons, but really for yourself. I feel like this is a very personal project, regardless of if it's internal work or external work. But I feel like you finishing this project is going to give you such a huge boost of confidence that is necessary for you to have at this moment to be able to prove to yourself that you can do these things. Hey. So I have my cat bothering me, scratch against something he knows he's not supposed to scratch at. This is what the energy of the people bothering you, that's what it's going to look like. I can't speak. For some reason, I can't make like coherent words for your reading, Pisces. So there might be a lot of difficulty with communication. I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of the wounds coming up. knowing what you want to say and knowing how to properly say it may be a lesson you need to be focusing on in this month of May. So discipline, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. This is an affirmation you can probably tell yourself on the daily whenever you're working on this. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. All right. What other wounds can potentially surface for Pisces in May? Failure. Again, this comes up as a fear for me, the fear of failure, because I told you, like, this needs to be done and it needs to be completed, and you need to be the one to push yourself to do it. And what could be holding you back is a fear of failure. But put this out of your mind immediately. You're not going to be failing this. You'll only fail if you don't invest in it. But you're going to be so pushed to invest in it. Like, it feels like it's something that's going to happen kind of out of your control, but also only if you do. So interesting energies. You're going to be pushed to do it, but ultimately it's always up to us to do the things we're pushed to do. Yeah, that energy pushes us to do, or that spirit pushes us to do. Ultimately, it's always our choice to do it or not. But this is needed for your own sake. So I would encourage you to not choose fear and to choose work instead. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Exactly. If you do make mistakes, don't be hard on yourself. It's always a learning process, right? So everything can always be taken as a lesson in life. Whatever happens, we can choose to get bogged down by it, or we can choose to learn and move on. Ultimately, these are the choices we're asked to make. I feel like I have no more room for you. Let's see if I can fit everything. You have a lot of cards in your reading, Pisces, compared to the other groups. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do this. That works? That works. Let's do that. Okay, so let's put discipline here. Let's put failure here. Okay, and then next potential wound, we have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. I feel like patience is attached to this energy as well in your case. And again, this feels like with these people that are taking your attention away, or trying to take your attention away, it'll be important to be able to balance your work and personal life. I know this might not be work per se, but it is work that you need to be doing. So, yeah, I feel like this is about recentering yourself and keeping yourself as your main focus in this month of May. Okay. And then we have adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Exactly what I was saying with the fear of failure that I was getting. Challenges are the best way to learn. This is also the energy I was picking up for you, like either in the month of April or before that, where there was a lot of adversity, the universe's redirection. So that energy is ending. So even if you do encounter a little bit of that coming up, it might just be like slight redirection, but it's not going to be the massive ones that you've been experiencing, or the bigger ones. They don't have to be massive. Like I just said, massive to emphasize the difference in size between what's coming and what was. So definitely an easier time, but also needing, like I said, to have firm boundaries and stand your ground and choose yourself. Choose yourself first in the month of May. That's very important for you, Pisces. Choose yourself first. Okay, so now with a focus on healing, I want to take a look at what energies can best serve in the month of May for Pisces. Spirit, please. What energies, this one too. Okay. What energies, I feel like those might be it. What energies in the month of May for Pisces? Yeah, okay, that was it. So first off, we can use the energy of the moon, moon cycles. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. I know there was an eclipse in the month of April. I think there's one coming up at some point relatively soon, but I'm not sure. I would encourage you to take a look at the moon cycles, and with your own star chart, birth chart, however you want to call it, you can take a look at how these energies can potentially affect you and be ready for them if they show up that way. preparation. I feel like this energy that's going to be intrusive, you need to prepare yourself for it, on how to best handle it gracefully. Because obviously we can start just throwing punches, but I don't think that's the best approach to to healing. So yeah, use the energy of the moon to figure out like how things might show up, or how to best handle the things that might be showing up with the upcoming cycles. And we also have overcoming difficulties, obviously, with everything we've discussed so far. The worst is now behind you. Exactly, like I was saying, and you're surmounting any previous challenges. Exactly, with this adversity card in failure. This is what you're going to be transforming, I feel, in the month of May. You're going to be transforming your perspective on not only failure, but like yourself, how you address your perceived failure. Because like I said, mistakes are a way for us to learn and grow. So if we never make mistakes, then we never change anything. We never try anything new. We never try to see things differently. So I feel like shifting your perspective is also something that's going to be happening for you in the month of May, to what is truly important versus what might only appear as important. All right, next I want to take a look at, also for healing, either energies or people you can call upon. Okay, he wanted to be here. For sure, this one too. Okay, I feel like there might be one more. Let's take a look. Nah, this guy. There we go. Okay. All right, so I was like, where did the third card go? But this one's so bright. This reading, Pisces, for you, I feel like I'm all over the place. I feel like I keep losing track of what I want to say or what comes through for me to say, because I am a channel, right? So I just let the words flow, and like they're having difficulty flowing. So I feel like your awareness is spread way too big, and you need to find the way to focus. I'm focusing on this right now. I'm focusing on this right now. I'm focusing on this right now. So maybe you need to make a plan and just have steps to follow. That could be something interesting for you to do. So energies to help out. We have soul expansion, Mahavatar Babaji. I'm not sure how to say it. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. Exactly as I was explaining, like there's a reason why you have not been further along in this thing than you are now. But the thing is, like the idea of, oh, I'm not far enough, or like I should be farther, it's all bullshit. It's all ego, just trying to control the show and find a way to be a butthole. Because the truth is, like, you will always get what you're meant to be getting when you are meant to be getting, and that timing is not ours to control. Divine timing, like soul alignment timing, is a real thing. And we cannot access what is promised to us as long as we're not aligned within, but also time-wise in like the grand scheme of things. What other energies? So this energy might help you out with patience and understanding perspectives because of this connections part, understanding connections between all things. So whenever you're feeling lost and confused, you can probably just call upon this essence of Mahavatar Babaji. Or, you know, if you don't want to say the name, you could just say soul expansion, or connect with your own soul, your own higher self. We also have, oh God, I don't know how to say this. Dual cool call. Anyways, Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. This is more summarizing of what I've already been picking up on for you, Pisces. Take one step at a time to happiness. Exactly, by focusing on what you actually want to be focusing on, and not letting distractions come in and pull you away. Yeah. Serapis Bay, Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. Exactly. So again, this energy of not keeping yourself bogged down by the experiences that you've had beforehand. I know, like, for me too, like I have felt like the universe has given me very specific clues and indications, and when I followed them, I did not receive what I was like promised I would receive, and it threw me off so hard. It made me, at one point, because this was repetitive, right? Because the universe was trying to break this cycle of me being in control, and instead of just surrendering to the flow of the universe. So like I would be dangled this carrot that I really, really wanted in front of me, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go for it. So I would follow the guidance that I felt there, and then when I got to the end line, there was always nothing, and it would piss me off because I was like, what's the point of giving me guidance to bring me here to give me what I want, and then I don't get what I want? Like, what is this? And then eventually I understood that it was to rid me of my own ego, of the ego that wants to control, that wants to be the one in charge, you know? The ego wants things to be their way, on their time, at all times. And this is an energy we have to separate ourselves from, because ultimately it doesn't serve anyone or anything. It keeps us back. It keeps us small. Because our ego is tiny in comparison to the universe. One knowing is infinite, and the other one is completely finite. I don't have a better way of saying, but I think you get what I'm saying by this point. So advice from Spirit. Advice from Spirit to best navigate the energies in the month of May for Pisces. Please. I'm getting this gentleman here. This one too. And this one too. I don't think we're going to need any more. I'm just going to shuffle one more time. Give it a chance. Yeah, no. Okay. So, advice from Spirit for Pisces in the month of May. We have step out of your comfort zone. All right, so probably the challenges for some of you, the challenges you've been facing before have always been triggering to your comfort zone, and they might have been just exercises in learning how to dip a big toe into the outside zone, just to start getting comfortable with that. There's a call here to become comfortable with what feels uncomfortable, but is still safe. Trying maybe a different approach or having a different perspective. I'm not sure how this translates to your personal situation here. We also have balance. Again, we had balance right here. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Exactly. And this goes back to what I was saying earlier about the feminine energy and the masculine energy. Like I said, feminine attracts to her everything that she could possibly need. Masculine provides also. So they work together to bring about a whole. And the feminine energy is the one who nurtures, while the masculine energy is the one who provides structure. So if you have difficulty with structure, your masculine energy is lacking. And if you have difficulty receiving, then your feminine energy is lacking. And like I said, everybody has both energies. It doesn't matter what gender you are. So I feel like the message from this card specifically with your situation is that to recognize that this redirection was for your highest good, and to just allow that energy to shift away from you so that you can move into new energy. And I feel like this, I picked up that this would be like a challenge for you, because I did say like the first quarter or the first third of the month is going to be you transitioning from one energy into the other. And I feel like this is done through this balance of spirituality and practicality. Attracting, like knowing, figuring out your next steps, and then actually applying them. Because knowing comes from your feminine energy as well. Just innate knowing of like, okay, my next step is this. And then the masculine energy is the one that takes the step and applies it. So you may need to find balance within with your own masculine and feminine energies, Pisces. It's time to release negativity. Yeah. So like I was saying, if you've been put on your ass a few times in the past months, that energy can wear us down and can make us tired. Like my story I was telling you about, like we have to learn to not take things personally, especially when it is just the universe redirecting us, because ultimately it is always for our highest good. And it's just our ego that doesn't want to understand this and that wants to rebel against it. I don't know why I'm making steps. I just felt like I needed to make steps with these. Maybe, you know, oh, sorry about that. Maybe by stepping outside of your comfort zone, you'll be able to balance your spirituality and practicality to move on to releasing the negative energies that have been keeping you stuck. And I keep having like problems with my throat. So again, communication is going to be a challenge for you in the upcoming month of May. Standing up for yourself and standing in your own sovereign power is going to be a challenge for you as well. So pay attention to that, to how you want to communicate something to someone and it's just not happening the way you want it to. or like you're losing your words, or you're losing your train of thought when you are in the conversation. So maybe you just need to write down, maybe you just need to write down what you actually want to be saying to this person, so you make sure you can get everything in. All right, so closing messages. I want to see what final advice, closing message from Spirit to Pisces for the month of May. Closing message for Pisces in the month of May. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't feel the bottom one. Actually, no. Okay, whatever. I'll trust it. See? Get your ego out of the way and trust the universe. Trust the guidance you receive, even if you don't understand it. I'm noticing how they're all various shades of green here. You definitely have some heart chakra healing to do. All right, let's start. I'm not here to fix anything. I'm here for fun. Being in the energy of fun is probably going to be able to help you figure out your next steps sooner. You're not here to fix anything because nothing is broken, but everything is continually changing and expanding. Release your struggle and seek joy and fun, and in doing so, you will align with the fantastic expanding rhythm of the universe. Exactly. So I don't have to say anything more to this. It's very straightforward and to the point. I couldn't have said it better myself. And then you have anything I can imagine being, doing, or having, I can be, do, or have. Absolutely. This is the energy that I was telling you. You're meant to complete this in the month of May for sure. And it'll be up to you to do it or not, but you are meant to be doing it. So give yourself a chance to at least try it out. As you ask yourself why you want it, the essence of your desire is activated and the universe begins to bring it to you. It's as easy to create a castle as a button, so choose to focus on the castle instead of the button. All right, what else? We have my health and well-being are natural forever. You can appropriately depart your body without illness or pain. You need not attract illness or pain as an excuse to leave your body. You're free to choose otherwise. So I see this kind of like a card of addiction. Like whenever we're not well within, we try to seek outside validation and just to remove ourselves. Like whenever we drink too much, whenever we drink to get drunk or we smoke to just leave our bodies because we're not well within. So you might also have a call to start working on your well-being for the month of May, Pisces. To choose to treat yourself well is the message I'm getting here. And I'm also drawn like this like very strong root chakra. You might be ungrounded, and by grounding, it'll be easier for you to connect with the natural energies of the world. So go outside in nature, spend time alone outside and communicating or communing with nature, either by meditating or just walking barefoot on the ground if you can, depending where you are. Where I am, we just left winter, so no way in hell I'm going to go walk outside barefoot right now. It's still cold, but find a way where you can either connect with plant energy, or if you have plants at home, or you can bring in plants, buy yourself a plant. I don't know. However this works for you. I practice the science of deliberate creation, again, the energy of creating. Giving thought to anything is creation. Giving deliberate thought to anything is deliberate creation. Perfect. So again, this is the same kind of message of focusing to receive like the next steps for you to follow and trusting them. So I just want to close off your reading with a few little affirmators where when you're struggling or you're getting into the harder energies, you can tell yourself these words to help push you through. So what are affirmators for Pisces? Okay, that one for the month of May. Affirmate. Okay, this one too. Maybe you just need to vent. Meet up with a friend and have a good bitch. A good bitching session of like, well, nothing's working and la la la. Where you can vent all of the negative emotions. Time to release negativity. You can vent everything out just to make sure that these energies don't control your subconscious anymore. Get everything out that needs to be cleared out and then start fresh is the energy that I'm getting. Which was also my own process to finish up April into moving into May. Leaving behind all of my bad habits and indulgences to focus on what I actually want from the month of May. Put on your favorite song and dance your ass off. Yeah, again, this goes back to, I don't know which card, but bringing in the energy of joy. Here, bring in the energy of joy and fun. Put on your favorite song. Get yourself pumped in doing what you want to be doing, Pisces. Because I feel you've been so disenchanted with this entire project that you just like, it feels like a chore now instead of being like the thing you want to be doing. So shift that perspective from a chore to an exercise of fun, you know, of creativity, really, because you've had this message twice now. That creativity is strong for you. And finally, we have, fuck yes, I am. You are capable of doing this. And you need to tell yourself that you are capable of doing it. So here we have the root chakra, the sacral, and also the throat, which are funnily the only 3 chakras I've mentioned in your reading. So definitely I picked up on that without even realizing it. So you might want to take a look at those chakras and work with them. All right, Pisces, I'm going to leave your reading here. It was way longer than it was twice the length of the other readings I've done so far. You needed to hear all of this, so I hope it's helped out. And if it's resonated in any way, please tell me about it in the comments. And otherwise, like, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with me and letting you read for you. And I will see you again on my channel. Take care. Bye.